Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Hello, I'm in front of the camera again, which I'm still not used to, so I'm just checking. I'm hoping that the angle is okay. Yeah, basically this is Mahalo Monthly. It's named after my email newsletter, which goes out at the end of every month. And when I was writing my most recent one, I thought actually that it would really make a nice end of month video. And the way that I see them being is it's a look back on the projects that we've worked on together through the month. I will talk about some blogs that I've published in case you haven't seen them. And we'll also talk about some upcoming projects. And of course, it also gives me a really good chance to say some thank yous and show some things that have come in the post and stuff like that. So I guess it's like a vlog, which I really hate that word, but I guess that's what it is. It's a chance for me to be more in the moment. So, you know, the day that I'm filming it is the day that you'll see it, or maybe, you know, a day apart, rather than, you know, a couple of weeks in between you seeing it. Don't know why I'm doing jazz hand things, but, you know, whatever, that's me. So yeah, so basically this is the start of us doing it as a video. And I hope that you like it. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it's just a good chance for me to show a few more like behind the scenes things, be a bit more chatty, and yeah, just generally be here, which is important to me. I've had a tough few months, if I'm completely honest, where I haven't really been here like in the moment, in the present as much as I would like. And that's for a multitude of reasons. It's mainly related to, you know, stress and anxiety and stuff that's been going on. But I'm getting there. And yeah, I'm always about the positivity, and yeah, I'm getting there, and I feel now that I'm ready to do these videos once per month. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy just hanging out with me and having this time with me, really. So, a look back on the projects then. So what I want this to be is a reminder of the projects that we've worked on, and also a reminder to us all, myself included, to take that step back and take a moment to really look at what you've made. And from the perspective of shouting from the rooftops, I made that, I've done that, I finished that project finally that's taken me months to do, or I'm really happy with what I've made, and just stuff like that. I feel like I'm guilty of this, and I know a lot of people are, which is we complete projects and then we just are already thinking what the next thing is, because there's a multitude of things that we really all want to make, and we all have never-ending to make lists. I know there's a few of you who've told me that you've got the same conundrum as myself. And yeah, it's what that means then is when we finish a project, we don't really take the time to look at it and relish in the fact that we've made it. We jump on to the next thing, and that's that. That's what I do, and I'm sure there's a few of you that are the same as me. So yeah, this is your monthly reminder then to think what you've made this month. Pause the video, take a moment and think about how you felt finishing it, or how you felt working on it, even if you didn't finish it. Did you learn anything from it, etc, etc. So yeah, so for me then, projects that we've worked on, or that I've worked on this month, we had the Edith Holden file folders, a project that I had started planning back in April, would you believe, and I just kind of got sidetracked by a bunch of different things. I also stalled a little bit with the Edith Holden project, not really knowing like where to go with it and stuff. But I did get the two finished that I wanted to do, which I was really happy about. And they seem to be quite popular in terms of, you know, the series, and you all had lovely things to say, so thanks. And yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from that project. I've done like smaller folios, lots of them. In fact, a folio, like an envelope flippy outy thing, was one of the very first things I made when I first heard about junk journals. You'll still see the video. It's a shockingly poor lighting video, but it was one of my first, and it was this shabby chic pink lace thing. I still love it. It has gone off to somebody, like it's been sold, but that was one of the first things that I did, and I've made several envelope folios in different themes. But a file folder, I don't know what it was, because it was still envelopes flipping out and different things like that. It felt like a completely different beast, if I'm completely honest. As much as I loved working on them, it did feel very different. So I learned a lot, ready for some more file folders in my future. One of the biggest things that I learned from that project was to have the ephemera made before starting on doing the folio. So what I did, the way that I worked the project, is I sat down and did the file folder base and decided what envelopes I wanted to use. And then that then led on to, okay, well, what ephemera can I make fit, and what could I put here, and stuff like that. To me, that made sense starting off. But in hindsight, what I really wish that I had done is simply just made ephemera. However I liked making the ephemera, and then sit down and do the building of it and start placing things. I wish that I had worked in that way, simply because I think from a creativity perspective, I think I would have just had more freedom, I think, with the ephemera that I was making, because I got to a certain point in the project and I then was like, well, now I'm constricted to this little space. Whereas if I had the ephemera made, I would have made the envelopes to fit the ephemera, and I would have had as many flip outs as I liked to fit the ephemera that I wanted to use, if that makes sense. So the next one that I do, I'm going to do some winter file folders. And yeah, I'm definitely going to get just a whole heap of ephemera made, embellishments and all different things. So when it comes to actually putting the folio together, the idea then is just deciding how it will look based on what I've made, if that makes sense. Still, when I'm making the ephemera, I still will have a plan as to how I can use it in the folio. But the idea is that, yeah, I feel like just from a freedom perspective and a perspective of like, I don't like getting to a point in a project where I stall because I don't know what should come next. Whereas if I'm just working on the ephemera and making, you know, what I want to make in that sense, so I'm just fidgeting, trying to get comfortable, then I feel like there'll just be more creativity, more freedom there. Not that I'm not happy with the file folders. I loved how they turned out, genuinely. But I just feel like they could have been more streamlined for me making them behind the scenes. So yeah, that's just something. We did the Shabby Blue project. So the journals, the Shabby Blue journals, I worked on them off screen. Now they were actually something that I started last year. I have lots of part-started projects. I'm so guilty of squirreling all over the place, and I will talk about that later. So I started the Shabby Blue journals last year. They were just envelopes with fabric on top of envelopes, because I was just using up some of my leftover bits of fabric, so that's why they were sort of small, like TN size. And the project just kind of built from there, really. You know, I saw Artie Maze's lace journal pouch that she was doing, or she did a snippet pouch. I used lace, she used snippets. I want to do that next time. I love that project. I loved it. I thought they turned out absolutely beautiful. So I was really happy with those. And it felt good to finish off a project that I started last year. Yeah, quite a few of those on my list. And then the other thing that I completed in July was the ruby red writing folio. So I was upcycling an antique music book cover. It had come apart, there wasn't really a spine, I'd lost the pages, etc, etc. I'm really, really happy with that. I don't know what to do with it. I feel like I should put it in my Etsy shop because I don't think that I would use it myself. Not for any other reason than just I have lots of journals and I've got lots of folios and things already. So I think I'm going to put it in the shop, but I will let you know when I do, if I do decide to do that. But yeah, I was in love with that when I finished. I think you could probably hear it in my voice of just loved it. loved that project. And that was, again, a project that I had not planned, but wanted to do for about a year. And it was a collab that we were running in the Facebook group that really gave me that nudge and that push to actually finally do it, because I was trying to think of a red project. And yeah, that just came into my head. I was like, wow, I could actually finally work on that. And I finished it in an afternoon. I don't know if you could tell from the video because I had to do some fancy pants voiceover, which was very strange, but yeah, it was an afternoon, and it was a wonderful Friday afternoon where I just went into the weekend feeling like, wow, I'm really, really happy with that. So yeah, I completed those projects this month, which I'm pretty happy with. In terms of how much I got done, definitely. You know, those of you who watch my channel know that I only craft a couple of times per week. It's all I have time for, unfortunately. I wish I had more time, but I just don't. And so, you know, to get those projects done, I was pretty happy to have that done in a month. So, yay. And then ongoing projects. Oh, that poor botanical woodland fairy journal. It's a labour of love, that one. It really is. I don't know what it is. I keep stalling. I'm coming to it each week, and I think that's the best thing that I can do with a project if I'm a bit stuck, is just to do a little bit here each week. So, you know, like last week I did the closure, and this week I haven't looked at it. I'm so sorry, fairy journal. I really want to finish it. I really hoped to finish it this month. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, in fact, it's not going to happen. It's the last day. But I'm nearly there with it. It's just I keep stalling with how I want it to look and be like. But that's okay. There is no timeline with that one. It will get finished when it's finished. So I will keep doing bits here and there. In terms of videos for it, I really think that's all I have to show. You know, we've done quite a lot of it together in terms of we did the cover together and we did the closure. All these, you know, fun things, lots of ephemera that we've made together. So maybe next month, maybe August, you might be seeing the full fit through. Fingers crossed. Okay, and then blogs that I got published. So this is another thing that I want to do in these Mahalo monthlies, is to also talk about other things that I do that you might want to hear about. So bear with me, I'm just gonna have a drink. A lot of talking in these videos. So blogs then. So obviously I'm focusing on the craft blog. I'm not talking about travel blogs in these, unless you want to hear about that side of things, let me know. But I'm going to focus on craft blog, you know, House of Mahalo. So on the House of Mahalo blog then, so blogs published this month, I did a roundup of junk journal cover ideas. They're obviously covers that I have done, so a lot of them you would have seen on video, some of them might be brand new, you know, that I've done before I had YouTube or what have you. And the idea is basically just a roundup of all different themes and types of covers and different styles and all sorts, because you know me, I'm very, very varied, I think. And yeah, I just hope that that serves as some ideas and inspiration for things that you might want to try and do. I wrote a blog about writing prompts or journaling prompts, and I made a printable as well for that blog. So I came up with 52, one for each week of the year. And the idea is that this printable, it's 2 pages and you can print it double-sided. So you've just got one sheet of paper in the front of your journal. So if you're ever stuck with what to write, for those of you who write in your journals, you could, you know, grab this cheat sheet and maybe there's a question you could answer, or there's a, you know, finish this sentence type of prompt. And some of them are just single word prompts, you know, read this word and what does it mean to you. So I've made that. There is a blog about it, and I will link all of these down below in case you don't know where to find them. Yeah, maybe they'll be useful to some of you. And I've also updated, big update to my like main junk journal blog post that I've got, which is what is a junk journal. It's basically like an FAQs about junk journaling, and I did a massive update to that. So while it's not a new blog, it's quite a big rewrite of an existing blog. So I also got that done this month as well. So I'm really happy with all those. Something else that I did was a new website design. Now that is still ongoing, but I got the sort of like, I've started it. And the idea being is I wanted it to be easier to find the blog posts that I've got. And I needed a theme that was faster as well, because one of the things about running a website is how quick your website runs. You know, if you're going to go and look up something in Google, for example, you don't want to wait 20, 30 seconds, a minute for a page to load. You'll just click away and go find something else, won't you? So that was another big thing I wanted to get tackled this month, and I managed to do that. As I say, I'm not finished with the website design, but I'm just happy with it as phase 1 is complete, and phase 2 will come later in the year, I imagine. So that's all things blogs. I took part in 2 collaborations this month. One was the Christmas in July collab with Caroline. She's from Kaj Crafts. Now, poor Caroline, and I'm sure some of you will know this already, she got very, very ill at the beginning of the month. So all I can say is please keep her in your thoughts and prayers for, yeah, just for always, because she's a lovely lady, very supportive and kind and encouraging, and just a wonderful, wonderful lady. And unfortunately she has had not a good month. So yeah, please do, you know, keep her in your thoughts, and hopefully Caroline will be back with us soon. She was hosting a Christmas in July collab, and those of us who were doing the videos carried on doing them because, you know, we wanted her to have them to watch later on. So my video went up for that. And then we also had the Who Knew July Could Be So Interesting collab, which is where the ruby red writing folio came from for my part in the collab. So if you haven't checked those out, there are some wonderful videos and ideas in those collabs, so do check them out. If I can find playlists for them, I will link them down below. Or I'll at least find the hashtags and let you know what they are, that type of thing. Lots of lots of talking. I'm like looking at the time thinking, okay, it's been 20 minutes, not too bad. I'm hoping it's okay to do this once a month. I feel like once a month is a good roundup for the month, but it is going to be a lot of talking and a long video, but we'll just see how it goes. If I need to change the format, then I will. Okay, so I have got some thank yous to say, and I've also got some purchases to show you. But for this, I'm going to flip the camera around so that you can see my desk, because I've got some fun goodies to share. So shall we go have a look? Okay, so the first first thank you I want to say is to Janet from the Journal Keeper. She kindly sent me some happy mail. So she was doing a video for, I think it was the Christmas in July collab, and she was using some fun Christmas spells, and I'd asked her, you know, where did you get those from? I really want to buy some. She kindly said that she would send me some over, which is wonderful in itself, but she also sent me a little happy mail as well. So I thought I have had a tiny peek at this. I know, I'm awful. I'm so impatient. I'm like a kid at Christmas when I get things through the post. But I only had a brief look, so we can have a proper look together. Okay, so she sent me this letter, and she made the card. Isn't that lovely? So yeah, all of this is, I think, painted, and she's got some like silver splattering, and these are the Tim Holtz dolls. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Isn't that sweet? So this is going to go in my happy mail journal. For me to keep the card, and let me just move that out of the way. How cool is this paper bag? It's massive, but how cool is that? That is what everything came wrapped up in. So let me see if I can pull these out so we can have a nosy at what Janet kindly sent. As you might have guessed, I will stop rustling now. Janet's channel is linked down below if you've not come across her yet. So yeah, these are the bells I saw her using. How fun are those? I love them. She was using them on a journal topper, and it was a very fun like flip out topper. It's actually on my to make list. She sent me a whole heap. Aren't they fun? So yeah, those are definitely going to go and be used in my fun Christmas journals. And then she also sent me some fabrics that she's been stamping. I can't remember what fabric she said it was. I think she said calico. Anyway, the stamping's really, really nice, and she's sewn around the different pieces. There's some mushrooms. Isn't that cool? I really must do some stamping on fabric. Go where you most feel alive. This is for the nature. And this one is more autumnal. There's beauty in simplicity. Aren't they good? And as I say, they're all little stitched around. So these are going to come in useful for my nature projects, as you know. You know, they could make little pockets, or well, yeah, I would use the 2 landscape one as pockets probably. That could be quite cute. And then these ones, I'm not sure. I love them. I feel like they would make really nice like tag or journal card toppers. What do you think? If you've got any ideas as to, you know, what I might be able to use them for, let me know, because I've only got those 2 ideas, but they're really lovely, and yeah, I'm going to love using those. So thank you, Janet. And then she sent me a whole heap, and I'm really pleased with these. She sent me a whole heap of little goodies. Here we are. So we've got little pieces of like ephemera, labels and things, possibly Tim Holtz. And then she sent me a bunch of stamps, which is fab, but I wanted to show you what she made with her stamps. They're in here somewhere. Because I never thought of this idea. Maybe some of you have, but I hadn't. She made dangles out of the stamps. So she's put acetate around the stamps and then put an eyelet in. This one she's stitched around. How fun is that? I might have to give that a go. And then she also sent, there's another stamp, some tabs, all different kinds. One of those clipboard ones. I've had my eye on a die for this, but I can't seem to find one. Whale tails and different kinds of tabs. It's nice, isn't it? So those will go away in my drawers, but I'm going to put them in here so I don't lose them. So that's fab. And then if that wasn't all, lovely lady that she is, she sent this over. So this I think might be printed vellum. Isn't that gorgeous? And she's made it into a little pouch full of dried leaves from, I think she said in her letter, they're from her garden. So I'm being very careful with them. And I don't have an acer or anything, so that's brilliant. And there's a whole heap in there. I won't get them all out because I don't want to, no, I want to keep them back. There you go. You see? Isn't that lovely? So not only can I use this pouch in something, I don't know whether to use it in my Happy Mail journal for me or to use it in a journal. I probably will use it. I think really these colours go really well with my secret garden project, so I might use it for that. But yeah, anyway, I thought I would open that up properly with you all, because it was very, very nice of her to send. And yeah, you know, I was just looking for the bells and she sent me all of these, which is brilliant. So thank you so much, Janet. That was really, really kind of you. Sorry, I'm rustling whilst I'm trying to talk again. So yes, as I say, Janet is linked down below, her channel, so do go and give her some support if you like what she has on her channel. She's got some fab videos. And as I say, really, really kind lady. So thank you so much, Janet, for that. I also had some donations to my Buy Me a Coffee site. They were anonymous, so I can't call out the name, but if it was you, thank you so much. No, for those of you who know, I'm calling it Buy Me a Pudding because it's me, but it's on my Buy Me a Coffee site. I had some donations, so I did end up spending the money, and would you believe my order came this morning, which I'm really excited about because it means I get to show you now somehow. The box is quite large, so I'm not sure how to do this. I think I'll get the stuff out of the box and put them on the desk. My desk is just a sea of stuff now. So yeah, to explain, some of this I spent from the Buy Me a Coffee money. So I have spent all of that now. And some of it came from, I did a partnership on my blog. It was just a small partnership, but it was a paid one. So I also put some of the money of that towards these goodies as well. So these all come from a company called Craftelia. I will link them down below. I've mentioned them before because they're a really great website. They're based in Spain, but they have really good offers for things. And they're actually running a summer sale at the moment, which is quite big. I think it's up to 30% off. By the way, not affiliated with Craftelia. I just am sharing the news because I stocked up on a whole bunch of essentials and different things. So let me just move this out the way because this is what I got with the Buy Me a Coffee money. Sorry about the shiny. It's one of these A5 sized trimmers, guillotines. Isn't that fab? I've wanted one for ages, but I hadn't really, price wise, yeah, a bit tricky. So I've got my big guillotine. This is to live on my desk for when I just need to do the small things or, keep stuff on video. So thank you. So those of you who donated to my Buy Me a Coffee, this is what I got. And I love it. And this is a tool that I've wanted to make my videos better, in the sense of not having to bring my great big guillotine out or have to pause a video in order to do some cutting. I can actually do it now with this. So thank you very much. I can't wait to give it a go, give it a whirl. Some of the money also went on some of these, as well as the partnership money. So I've actually forgotten what I bought, to be honest. I bought a whole bunch of eyelets because I'm doing some ring-bound journals at the moment. And here in the UK, We Are Memory Keepers eyelets get quite expensive on places like Amazon, whereas on Craftelia they're cheaper anyway. And with the summer sale, I got these for a steal, like a couple of quid each. So I got 2 boxes of wide eyelets in warm metal colours. I got 2 boxes of standard eyelets in the same colours. Again, really cheap. And then I got a bunch of Craftelia also do their own eyelets. Oops. I've tried their mini eyelets. This is the only place I've been able to find the 1/8 inch eyelets. It's Craftelia. So I've had them in rose gold before. They worked perfectly. So now I've got them in gold and silver. So just, yeah, main colours that I use. And then I thought I would also give their standard eyelets a go. And these were in brass, I think. Bronze, vintage bronze colour. So I thought I would give them a go and see if they work just as well as the 1/8 inch. Because if they do, I'll probably stock up on these rather than the We Are Memory Keepers eyelets. Simply because these were £1 something. Really cheap. And you get 40 in each pack. So yeah, especially with cheaper and added to the sale, it was a steal. Oh, I got another pack. Oh, I got 3 packs. Okay, that's how cheap they were. I can't remember. It was a couple of weeks ago that I ordered it because they are based in Spain, so it does take a little while. But you don't have to pay customs fees to the UK. Obviously, now we're out of the EU, we have to pay customs fees a lot on stuff. Not from Craftelia. They soak up those costs themselves. You do have to pay delivery, but it's not too bad if you consider, if you did it like a bulk order like what I've done, the amount that you save per product compared to buying stuff on Amazon or eBay or whatever, you save, like you've paid for the delivery, if that makes sense. So I also saw this. This is Craftelia's own brand, tacky glue stick. I've never had tacky glue as a glue stick, so I was curious, and that was only like £1. So I'll give that a go and see how I get on. Let you know. You'll see me use it, I'm sure. I got some ultra fine applicator bottles for precision basically. So I've got some of those. I had to stock up on some more foam pads for my, blending, what are they called? Daubers. I had to stock up, and these were cheaper from Craftelia. So they do some Tim Holtz stuff as well. So these are the Ranger ones. So I've got some of those, which was needed basically. And I also got some distress inks, which have been on my list for a while. I've got the tea dye one and bundled sage. These have been on my list for a while, but yeah, just never did it. With the sale on Craftelia, I think I got these for about £4 each, something like that. Whereas on Amazon, as you might have guessed, that was the postman. Yeah, these have been on my list for a while, and yeah, I think on Amazon I've seen them for more like £6-7+ here in the UK. So yeah, got those, and a huge, great, big, massive bottle of tacky glue. So this is 16 fluid ounces, nearly 500 ml of tacky glue. I've got the little bottles because I was just testing them out, because this is Aileen's. I was using Anita's tacky glue, but I stopped being able to get it here. So I thought I would decanter this big thing into the little bottles, because I can't remember how much I spent on that. Don't know if it's, no, it doesn't say on the thing. But I don't think it was very much. I think it was something like £7 or £8. And so I thought, yeah, to counter it into the little bottles, and then I've got glue to last me ages now, so that's that. And and I got a lollipop. They send these with every order. I know, I sound like a little schoolgirl going, I got a lollipop, but yeah, little things like that, they make me happy. So that is, so yeah, that's what I bought with the Buy Me a Coffee money, and also a bit of sponsorship money. So these are all things that have been on my list, needed, essentials, because, you know, at the end of the day, doing these videos and everything, it does cost money to keep stocked up on things. So thank you again for those of you who did donate. It really, really, really has helped. And I can't wait to get that guillotine out and give it a go. I'm still going. It was a busy week for our post this week. So I've also received this the other day. So this is from Globleland. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I am going to be doing a partnership with them soon, where we'll do some things together. But I wanted to share with you what it was that I had received from them. And I've not opened any of these, so sorry about the noise. We can have a look together. So I got some butterfly stickers, and these feel really heavy. I'm stuck to the packaging. These feel really, really heavy. So there's loads in here. There's 5 packets of stickers, all butterflies. 185 per pack. Wow, I didn't realise I was getting that many. So that's what they look like. So they're the washi type of stickers. And I use butterflies a lot, as you know. So, oh yeah, they're the same. So this will keep me going for months, won't it? That's fab. Yeah, let's have a little look. And of course, I spy nice packaging that I can reuse. Let's just have a little look-see. So I will link these products down below, of course, in case you want to have a little look, because they were a good price, really. So yeah, they're washi type of stickers. Brilliant, huh? So yeah, so we'll come up with some ideas of how I might be able to use some of those. But I thought it would save me having to fussy cut butterflies every time I want to use them. Sometimes I want to use stickers, especially when I come to do my altered book. Stickers are a bit flatter, so that was what I was thinking. And then I also stocked up on some dies, which they had all sorts on their website, but they had a really big selection of dies as well. So I've also received these. These are, well, flowers, wild flowers. So I've got 2 packs, which again, I thought I was only getting 1, but that's great. So I've got 2 packs of those. Yeah, so I think they're leaves and wildflowers. It was mainly this one that I was looking at, but these are very nice as well to go on my botanical projects. So we'll have a go with those another day together. I really stocked up on dies. There we go. Sorry about all the shininess, but there we go. Again, I need to remember what I've got, so this is a surprise for me just as much as you. And then these were the leaf dies, which I've got 3 different sets here. So I've got some taller leaves, which is brilliant. I've wanted some taller leaves for ages, because I bought some dies off of eBay thinking they were going to be a good size, and they turned out to be really tiny. They were like this big, which is fine for little snippets and clusters, but I wanted big dies for pages and ephemera, so that's those. And then we've got these little dies, which again, these will be good for snippets and clusters. Again, I was looking at those originally, but you've got all 3 sets. And then we've got some different leaves here as well. So that's great, I'm happy with those. Again, we'll give them a go together another day. And then this one, now this one was interesting because it's technically a Thanksgiving die, I think, if memory serves. Let me just get this out for you. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. It says Happy Thanksgiving, and does that say thankful? Thankfulness? Thanksgiving? I'm not sure. It's back to front because obviously you're going to put it through the die the other way around. But what I was looking at was for all the little leaves. So this is, now on the website they had a picture of what you could make with it. But basically I liked it for the fact that there's a little squirrel, an acorn, obviously the leaves, as well as this. This is like a maple leaf inside a wreathy thing, which I thought would be really fun to get some autumn themed dies out of this. So that's why I went with that one. Again, we'll give it a go. And last but not least, another die. As I say, they had all sorts on their website, but when I saw that they had a huge range of dies, yeah, I just had to stock up because I'm using my die machine a lot more now. And then these are like label shapes, fancy label shapes. Aren't they cool? So I thought we would, yeah, I thought these would make really nice like book plates for the fronts of journals. You know, when I don't want to use a metal book plate, I just want like a paper one to go on notebooks inside folios and things. I thought they would be good for that. And really just label decorations. I use labels a lot, so those will come in really handy. So thank you very much to Globleland for sending those to me. It is a partnership with them to record the videos and to show you what I'm going to do with these products. So I'll be back in, you know, a couple of weeks or something, and we'll do some projects together. I'll give a go the dies and see how they come out. I just thought I would show you those whilst I was showing you my post. Is that everything? I think so. I know a few of you are probably sighing a sigh of relief right now, thinking, is she done yet? Let me just have a look at my list. Oh, I did get some books as well. There is a story behind it, but I'm going to save that for the book flip throughs because I'm going to show you those separately. So watch out for those. Let me just flip the camera around back to me again. My desk and my floor is back to being a mess again. yeah, I will tidy that up after. But yeah, I just wanted to finish the video with me again. Hello. So we should talk about upcoming projects, I think. So of course you've seen the Globleland products. So yeah, that's going to be something that we work on together. I just need to decide what I'm going to make with them. So stay tuned for that. August is going to be my main theme for that month is Tim Holtz. I'm making a couple of ring-bound journals, and they're just so fun. I know I've said that before, but they really are, because you get to do some really interesting pages, some really interesting ephemera that maybe is too big for a standard size journal or maybe too bulky. So we're going to do some videos on those together. That is my main theme for August, because the way that I want to work going forwards is have one main big project for each month and other things interspersed with that. So for me in August, Tim Holtz is the main one, but I hope that you like my take on it. You've seen me, you've met me, you've seen my work. Tim Holtz for me is very different, is all I'm going to say. It maybe is a little bit pretty. Sorry, Mandy, if you're watching, but I'm doing it my way. And some of you will love it, some of you will hate it, some of you will be like, whatever. But I want to do it on video because I just do, and it's fun, and why not? So that is that. We're also going to be kicking off Junk Journal Bingo. It starts tomorrow. That is something I've mentioned before. It's what we're running in the Facebook group. It's our main event for August. I've come up with a bingo card and everything. Oh, lame, aren't I? But I think it will be a lot of fun. And so I'll be doing my videos for that once per week. I think I've got them in for every Wednesday, where I will be completing my bingo, my bingo card. And yeah, just I hope you like what I come up with for that. So that will be 4 videos. And I'm doing that in a secret garden theme. Something new coming. I'm really excited about it. I have got a massive big project coming early next year. I know. How organised am I? I've got my whole year planned. That's coming in the spring. Because it's such a big project, I want to start the ephemera sooner rather than later. So for the Junk Journal Bingo, I'll be doing it mostly in a secret garden theme. I think I have 3 of the videos pegged for that. The other one will be Tim Holtz. And then from September, that's when I'll be working on secret garden ephemera every single week for a few months. And I won't spoil the detail as to what that project looks like. I'm also very aware of how long I've been nattering away for. I have recorded an intro video for the project, which you'll see in September, I think, at some point, where I talk about like what books I'm using, what papers I'm using, what the project to me looks like. And yeah, it's called Secret Garden. That will probably give you a clue as to what it will look like. And I have now said this a few times in the videos, but this project really, really speaks to my soul. And yeah, I can't wait for you to see what I've come up with for that, or what I will be doing. I'm really excited about it, so that is a sneak peek. Speaking of sneak peeks, one thing that I actually wanted to do in this video, but there's just not enough time, is I wanted to share with you how I have planned my projects and my videos and my blogs and my business, and a real behind the scenes look at that. I'm actually going to record a separate video because I'm going to write a blog post about it one day. So I thought I would have a blog post and a video for however people learn. Because one thing you might have noticed from me for videos is I've taken a little bit of a step back in June and July, where maybe I wasn't around as much as I was before. The only reason for that is because I was really, really, really getting my stuff sorted out. Like, I was getting my stuff together. Yes, trying very hard not to swear. So I was just sorting myself out, basically. I really wanted to be more organised, to stop myself squirreling around so much, and it's already been so helpful. July was my first month working in that new way, and I got so much completed and finished across all areas of my business. And so I want to share it with you because I've seen a lot of comments about overwhelm when it comes to, well, how do you keep on top of your to make lists, and how do you fit so many projects in, and comments like that just generally within the community. And I feel like I've come up with a really cool idea for how I am planning my stuff. Works wonderfully for me, and I thought I would share it with you in case it is helpful to anyone else. So I will do a separate video because I just don't have time, because I imagine that will be, you know, a good half hour or so showing you it, and you'll get some sneak peeks. So even if you're not bothered about being more organised, that's fine. You might enjoy, basically I've got my whole year planned somehow. I don't know, but yeah, I managed to do it, and yeah. So I'm going to share that in a separate video, so look out for that within the next couple of weeks or so. I think that's everything. Not bad. Not bad. That was a long list. A long list of stuff that I wanted to say. Oh, I did forget something. I always forget something. Good job I looked at it. On the Edith Holden file folders, I'm actually putting together some kits and bundles that are going to go in my Etsy shop. That might be helpful. So I've got a couple of file folder kits that I'm putting together, where the idea is that I want to get a load of stuff together that I used in the project, like Edith Holden pages, the file folders, the lace, the elastics, the book plate, the ribbon around as the closure, the envelopes, all that. I'm going to put in a bundle for if somebody just wants to start off with a file folder project, similar to what I did on video. Then I'll have a few of those going in the Etsy shop soon. And then I've also started putting together some ephemera bundles for ephemera that I never got around to using. And I'm not working on Edith Holden now until next year at least. So I thought I would put some bundles up in the shop in case anyone is interested. So yeah, just thought I would share. I was supposed to talk about that when I talked about the file folders, but I probably went off on some tangent, didn't I? Usual story. That is now officially everything. So I hope you've enjoyed that Mahalo monthly. As I say, I want to do these at the end of every month, just as a look back on the month, and yeah, just a catch up and to be in the moment with you. I hope that you enjoy them. I hope that you like the idea. And then in December, I'm thinking about doing something a bit more special in December because, you know, yeah. But I just need to put my thinking cap on to what that would look like. But yeah, I just want to be more in the moment with you, really, and just, yeah, be here. And I find it difficult to, like, this is hard, but I find it difficult to show my personality when I'm crafting because I'm concentrating so much on it a lot of the time, or I'm thinking about all the things that I need to get done that day, etc, etc. Whereas this type of video, I'm not doing anything, I'm just sitting here. So I feel like I can then, you know, pop up and remind people of what I'm like and who I am and what I'm all about, and yeah, just generally have you get to know me, because that is important for me. So I'm hoping with this once a month thing, that will help with it. If the videos end up being horrendously long, then I might have to make them more regular, but we'll see. If you've got any feedback, let me know, because if you do want me to pop up more often like this, just talking somewhere around here, then let me know, because yeah, it helps. It really helps me to know what works and what doesn't. And obviously I'm looking at things all the time and saying, oh, that tanked, and oh, that did well, okay, more of that and stuff. So yeah, just if you've got any feedback, I do like to hear it, even if it is constructive, be nice. But yeah, I would just generally like to hear from you as to what you enjoy or don't enjoy and such like. So should I stop now? I need to go get a cup of tea. Anyway, I've really enjoyed this, and I hope you've enjoyed this as well. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you're up to this Sunday. What are you up to? Do let me know. For me, I'm going to be doing some more videos this afternoon. I'm actually in between projects at the moment where I'm ignoring the fairy journal. Tim Holtz is already pretty much almost all filmed. So I'm just in that stage where I'm looking at September projects now and getting like intros ready, getting myself organised for so I'll just show with you. I use these A4 plastic wallets. I showed these in my Sort It Out Saturday video, where when I'm gathering stuff together for a project, I put everything in here, all the papers and embellishments and just stuff that I have in my stash that might go with the theme. And yeah, it just I'll probably be doing something like that for the Secret Garden project and other stuff coming, which you'll see in my how I organise my stuff video. Not sure what the title will be, but it will be something like that. So that's me. I will stop now. I promise. I'll say goodbye, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll speak soon. Oh, Tim Holtz starts tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah, 2 videos tomorrow. One is an intro to the project, just to explain what I'm using, what it's going to look like for me, etc. And then the first page. Very exciting. So I hope you'll join me for that. Otherwise, we'll speak soon. Bye bye for now.